We're already getting spoilers from next sets, not just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but also Strixhaven, Marvel superheroes. If it feels like too much to keep up, well, you're not alone. The volume of sets has become such an issue that Hasbro is actually being sued by its own investors over their aggressive printing schedule. The lawsuit alleges that Hasbro executives have been using magic as an emergency exit to parachute in sets whenever other divisions are underperforming, like toys or digital games. Hasbro allegedly orders Wizards of the Coast to parachute in a new reprint set or secret lair that has been created on a compressed timeline just to hit their quarterly numbers. Shareholders claim that by knowingly overprinting sets and flooding the market with things like Universes Beyond and endless Masters reprints, that Hasbro is destroying the long-term value of the brand just for short-term cash. But that's not why you're here. We're here to take a closer look at the next set, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which just happens to be a Universes Beyond set. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is already releasing March 6. For this set, they're releasing the usual product lineup: booster boxes, collector booster boxes, draft night, bundles, and they're even leaning into the turtle theme with a special pizza box bundle, which is releasing a few weeks later on March 27th. Then you've got the Turtle Power Commander deck, which is kind of unique because you use a new mechanic, Partner, which allows you to pick two of the main turtles or even Splinter as your co-commander. But the most interesting addition is Turtle Team Up. This is a co-op experience where 2 to 4 players actually work together using team decks to battle an automated deck with bosses like Shredder and Krang. It's basically Horde magic, but official. The big chase cards for this set are the main headliner cards. There's not one, but 4 headliner cards. It's actually all of the main turtles, so Michelangelo, Raffaello, Donatello, and Leonardo, all featuring original borderless art by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles co-creator Kevin Eastman. These cards have a gold stamped signature by Eastman himself, though you can only find them in collector boosters. Then we have the bonus sheets for this set, which they're calling the source material cards. There's 20 of these in total, featuring art from the history of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but the only card spoiled so far is Doubling Season. This is where we circle back to that parachute lawsuit, where shareholders are pointing to reprints exactly like this, where a high-value staple is put into a crossover set just to guarantee sales. How many times can they reprint Doubling Season? Like, come on! Come on! Now let's take a look at some of these new cards to get a good grasp of the new mechanics. Now, I know what you're thinking, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, perfect moment to see ninjutsu return. Well, Wizards has pulled a little bit of a bait and switch there. Instead, we're getting a new mechanic called Sneak, because Wizards of the Coast, a little bit sneaky. Just a little bit sneaky. I'm blaming for being sneaky, and give me Sneaky too. Sneak is essentially Ninjutsu 2.0. It works almost exactly the same. You return an unblocked attacker to your hand and put a card into play. However, the big change here is that Sneak is a casting cost, not an activated ability. This means you're actually casting the spell, so it can be countered by things like Essence Scatter or any other counter, for instance. But it also means that it can be put on instants. We're seeing cards like Raphael's Technique, which is an instant speed Wheel of Fortune effect that you can sneak into play mid-combat for a reduced cost. Next up, we've got Mutagen tokens. These are the new trinket tokens of the set, following in the footsteps of food and clue tokens. You pay 1 mana, tap it, sacrifice it, and put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. Only downside is that it's at sorcery speed. It's a very simple bank now, buff later mechanic that fuels the set's heavy +1/+1 counter team. Let's take a look at some of these cards that synergize with Mutagen tokens. We have Michelangelo Weirdness to 1/1, 11, not sure, who acts as a hardened scales, making every counter you place even bigger. Then there is Mutagen Man Living Ooze, who lets you activate those Mutagen tokens for free, kind of insane. for me personally, I think these mechanics could be really fun and limited. And in general, there's already a lot of really strong cards spoiled for this set. But with the set being only 190 cards, I can't help wondering if it will actually work out or if it will feel like you're doing the same thing every draft. Plus, I'll be honest, I don't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Magic. I don't like the art style. I'm not a fan. And honestly, I'm wondering what's the target audience? I don't know anyone that's into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Could be because I'm from Europe. I'm not sure. Maybe it's bigger overseas, but in my eyes, it's not a huge franchise where everyone's like, "Hey man, have you seen the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?" No, that's just not realistic. So I'm wondering if this set will flop. I'm very skeptical. I think we're gonna see another Spider-Man fiasco, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But that's just my opinion. If you're a big Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, I mean, enjoy yourself, dude. Like, I'm not shitting on your pizza, okay? I'm curious. What do you think about this set? Are you excited, or are you also trying to shit on someone else's pizza? Maybe they're pushing too many sets too fast. Let me know in the comments. And we're also trying to hit 500 subs. So if you could be one of those 500 subs, that would be much appreciated. Cowabunga, dude! Mutagen? Mutagen?